These niggas ain't got nothing to do, bro. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them, bro. These niggas is, oh my God, bro. I'm sitting here and trying to do my work, bro. Like, look at me, look at me, look at me, ass niggas. Demons. Demons everywhere. This is a motherfucking lead demon right here. This is a demon right here. This is a demon right here. Demons everywhere. Demons everywhere. That's hilarious, bro. He's hilarious. Oh my fucking God. Let me tell you how thick it goes with gang stalking, how demonic it is. That guy right there be faking being blind, bro. Like he be faking being blind, bro. Like, who does that, man? Who does that, bro? And the only reason why I know is because, like, that nigga be doing a hand signal as soon as I pass by. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here, man. That's. See, it ain't sad. It's demonic. So this is what my eyes have been open to. Those of us that are going through what I call the American Zersetzung, those of us elect chosen ones, right? These antics right here, and I'm going to give a metaphysical interpretation of what these people's actions, how they're being described by Christ in the Revelation. Well, here's Revelation 2:14 and Revelation 2:15. But I have a few things against thee, because thou hast there them that hold the doctrine of Balaam, who taught Balak to cast a stumbling block before the children of Israel, to eat things sacrificed unto idols, and to commit fornication. So hast thou also them that hold the doctrine of the Nicolaitans, which thing I hate. So this particular part of the Revelation 2, this is the 7 churches in Asia, and that what I just read, that is to the angel of the church in Pergamos, when John the Revelator was seeing his vision, and he saw the angel talking, or he saw Christ talking to the angel of Pergamos. So right here you see the metaphysical definition of Pergamum or Pergamos is strongly united, closely knit, tough texture, elevated, height, citadel, berg, parchment, or skin. The intellectual consciousness is in man. Pergamum is intelligence. The metaphysical meaning of intelligence is the expression of man's powers and capacities through the avenue of the limited mental attitude termed the intellect. When the same avenue loses its boundaries and catches the sight of the great sea of infinite understanding, which is always open to it, it takes on that phase of knowing, more properly termed wisdom. Now, obviously with the antics that you just saw, that I'm being subject to, there is no wisdom in them at all. So again, verse 14 of Revelation 2, but I have a few things against thee, because thou hast there them that hold the doctrine of Balaam, who taught Balak to cast a stumbling block before the children of Israel, to eat things sacrificed unto idols and to commit fornication. So when we go down and we look at Pergamos, idols are false beliefs about God. To sacrifice to idols is to give our substance to building up false beliefs. To eat food that has been sacrificed to idols is to appropriate the meaning, is to appropriate the seeming substance of these false ideas. To commit fornication is to mix our thoughts with error. Now, remember, keep in mind, this is a metaphysical meaning of things. There's a literal interpretation and there's a metaphysical interpretation. I think that the literal. So I think that right now we have reached an age in human society where we have to think about these things from a deeper perspective, from the ideas that divine people mean them, and that the literal and fundamentalist interpretation of all things religion and spirituality has got to go. Unfortunately, 80-90% of humanity is still, well, maybe not that high, but yeah, 60 to maybe 80% of humanity is still enslaved in that false paradigm, and also let me show you how this verse, these two verses, proves that. So the metaphysical meaning of Balaam or Balaam, or however you might say it, I call it Balaam. Lord of the people, destruction of the people, a pilgrim, a foreigner, a stranger. Okay? Balaam belongs to the mental sense plane in man. He is a foreigner insofar as a true Israelitish consciousness is concerned, yet he represents that in our contentious sense nature, which, though ever striving for ascendancy, discerns the superiority of spirit and cannot openly fight against the truth. It further goes on to say this discernment that Balaam represents, however, being of the sense man and reaching no higher in its expression than the phase of the psychical that is governed by the sense mind, is deceptive. It seeks in subtle ways to undermine, adulterate, and destroy the Israelitish thoughts that are continually struggling to gain a more perfect comprehension, realization, and expression of truth. So basically, that's just with these antics that I just showed you. That's just, I literally only showed you about a minute of the antics that you go through 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Maybe not 24 hours a day, but definitely about, 18, 19 hours a day. Pretty much all your waking moments every single day. But basically what that's saying is that when you become a targeted individual, right, hopefully you would have reached the apex of the highest level of consciousness that is available, or that is possible for a human being before you reach a certain level, that now it's time for us to stop seeking and it's time to start teaching or start being a priest of God unto Christ. Okay, and basically what we are seeing and what we are being subject to is the struggle that we have been fighting, the battle that we have been fighting internally has now been externalized. The enemy has used their agents. The enemy has used their agents to literally undermine and adulterate destroy our thoughts. Okay, this is the reason why they come by and they do their little antics, because they don't know, but their handlers know that the subconscious picks up 90% of every single thing. Even if you're not paying attention, your subconscious picks up every single thing. This is the reason why they come around you and they have these irrelevant conversations. This is the reason why whenever you sin or you make mistakes, even though these people are bigger sinners and bigger mistake makers and bigger fuck ups in life, they are ridiculing you. They are mentioning things that you may have said. This is the reason why we are being spied on 24/7. Okay, this is literally is what is happening every single moment of the day when we start to live our purpose, and when we are no longer battling and struggling with the truth and falsehood. Now, of course, Balak, who was a king of Moab, right? So the handler of the informal collaborator, we don't call it gang stalking anymore, we call them informal collaborators. The handler of the informal collaborator, which probably isn't even a human. All right, it is a demonic spirit that is using deep state agents to employ people who really don't have any kind of interest in truth or wisdom, right? They are frightened because of your victories, right? Our victories over the adversary within that we have been battling ever since we decided to deprogram ourselves of this false system that we are in. But Balak represents the empty, void, destructive, wasting thoughts that rules the carnal mind. So again, verse 14, right? Because thou hast there them that hold the doctrine of Balaam, who taught Balak to cast a stumbling block before the children of Israel. Okay, so the stumbling block that is being cast is the negative programming to our subconscious, the implants of guilt, of unworthiness, of carnal thoughts. Okay, these are the stumbling blocks that they constantly are casting and throwing at us. And this is the reason why I have learned to accept that in a spiritual warfare that has now physicalized, you must be relentless and unmerciful. Okay, I'm in a position right now where I know people are listening to me. Okay, but just like they program my subconscious all the time, I am programming their subconscious with superior things, and they live in error, they live in falsehood, and there's gonna come a time where their system is overloaded. Like I'm gonna make the computer analogy. All of us have programs that are running. Okay, and when we try to load new softwares and apps on them, sometimes we have to upgrade our system altogether to be able to run those apps, to be able to run those softwares. Okay, well, when we are in a superior consciousness, it is up to us. Okay, it doesn't matter if they call you crazy or schizophrenic or whatever, that shit's whatever. Okay, it is up to you to fight the demonic spirit that is within them, because the reason why I've had to humble myself and go and start from the beginning and start from the bottom again, even though I've been here for years, is because I have been too merciful. I've been too accepting and too forgiving, even though I know that a game and a trick is being played upon me. And what that does is that I trip and fall over that stumbling block. There's one thing I want to say, that what I just mentioned, right? I said too forgiving, right? That's one of the false beliefs in idols that these people with Moabite consciousness, they will tell you that you can never be too forgiving. Yes, that's true, right? But if we cannot go through life seeking revenge, if we cannot go through life seeking justice, because revenge is for the Lord, then there has to come a time in spiritual warfare where forgiving goes out of the window. These people have violated our spiritual autonomy, and these demonic forces have used them. Okay? Now, once we win, then we forgive them. Then we forget and go on to the next battle. Okay? So, verse 15, again, so hast thou also them that hold the doctrine of the Nicolaitans, which thing I hate. So the metaphysical meaning of Nicolaitans, or Nicolaitans, right? Followers of Nicolaus or Nicholas. The Greek name Nikolaos coincides with the Hebrew name Balaam. Okay? Now, again, this is talking about these people that are persecuting us. They are always holier than thou, right? And apparently religious people whose teachings and works are condemned in Revelation 2 and 6. Nicolaitans represents mixed thoughts. Okay? All right, Revelation 2:14 and 15, the teaching of the Nicolaitans is likened to that of Balaam, by which the Israelites were taught to eat things sacrificed to idols and commit fornication. To commit fornication typifies a mixing of one's thoughts with errors. So basically, the enemy has used these people to perform their antics, to program our subconscious with error, with the ways of this world, to get us to doubt ourselves. Are we the real sinners? Are we really evil? Is what we're doing right? Are we the ones that are we really crazy? Are we the ones that are being deceived? Okay, that's all it is. That's all they represent. That's the only thing they do. They come around you and they watch you for whatever reason, because the deep state uses them. The people who lie to us about everything to get us into illegal wars and have our friends fight these illegal wars and die over illegal stuff, that give our money to other countries, that allow immigrants to come here and take jobs to fuck up the economy. As I'm speaking this right now, on Monday, what is this? Monday, March 13th, the 16th largest bank in the country failed. Okay, and more is coming. Okay, so finally, unless we keep our eyes on our first love, spirit, we are apt to make wrong combinations of thoughts. This is where the adversary gets his power, even when we do not like him. And the reason why the Lord is having me do these videos and to be a priest unto God and his Christ is because not because I am ashamed of my faith, but because I recognize that I am on an island. See, I don't care about these people, right? Like, I don't care. Like, I've had enough of them. It is the people that went to seminary school that I have respect for. It is the people that have been doing the shepherding that I have respect for. It is the people that we hold as our leaders that I have respect for. But I also have to remember that my election is from God. My election ain't from people who are registered voters. My election ain't from people who are just down in life or down on their luck, and they just defer to people because they wear a uniform or a certain type of shirt or whatever. and we defer them, we let them have authority over us, simply because we assume that they have done something or have wisdom that we might not have or we might need. Well, anyway, I just wanted to show you the biblical interpretation of the antics that the enemy will even use homeless people that don't even have anything in life, okay, as informal collaborators, and how they use their vast amount of free time to make us have mixed thoughts that lead us into error and allow the adversary to have power over us. Have a good one.